It's a great pleasure to introduce the BBI community to this year's winner of the Research Challenge Award. So this was announced at the Brainbox meeting in September 2022, and we had Kevin Caulfield on the line, but the technical gremlins were not on our side, so we couldn't make contact in real time to congratulate him and introduce his project. So we recorded this little video to do the same. The Research Challenge Award is a unique initiative from Brainbox. It's targeted at people at early career stages where you're asked to pitch a project for which you would benefit from some practical and financial input from Brainbox in order to make it happen. So what we're looking for is innovative, exciting projects that combine different neuroscience techniques, and that the person's profile is a good fit for that project, so they can show that they're in a good position to actually deliver it, that it will give them an opportunity to do something out of their normal run of everyday work, and something that's really intellectually their own. And they're in a good position in terms of having appropriate facilities, etc. So there were lots of excellent applications, but there was one standout winner, and that was Kevin's proposal. And it was unanimous across the committee that this proposal was just brilliantly executed and fulfilled all the criteria to really high standards. So congratulations again to Kevin, and I'll hand over to him to tell you all what the project is about. Thanks, Kevin.
Yes, thank you so much for having me and for the very kind and generous introduction. Of course, I'd like to first thank Brainbox very much for the opportunity. It's quite a very unique opportunity at this career stage to acquire some nice data using a device that I would not otherwise have access to. And so I'm quite grateful to Brainbox, in particular to Andrew and Dan for their vision, as well as to Zach for a lot of this organization and being able to meet like this. And this is great. And of course, I wouldn't be here without my mentors here at Medical University of South Carolina. In particular, I came to here in Charleston, South Carolina to work with Dr. Mark George, who of course is a pioneer in the field of TMS, as well as more broadly in brain simulation. But one thing I didn't anticipate in coming here is also the opportunity to collaborate with many wonderful individuals here at MUSC and at other universities as well. So in particular, Dr. Lisa McTagg, who told me about this Brainbox Award actually. So I certainly wouldn't be here talking to you without her guidance and mentorship, as well as some of the collaborators and researchers here who really were instrumental in acquiring some pilot data to apply for this award, including Mr. Sybren van Hoornveder, a PhD student at University of Hasselt in Belgium, as well as Mr. Philip Summers and Mr. Alex Kahn here at MUSC. So I'm very grateful to everyone who helped out with this, to the great team that we have here, and to my mentors. And I'll just give you a little sneak peek about some of the research that I plan to do with the Research Challenge Award. So this is really focusing on transcranial focused ultrasound, or TFUS, also known as LIFUP, low intensity focused ultrasound pulsations. And so this is this really exciting technology that there were a lot of great talks and posters about this at the Brainbox conference. And so I would really like to use this technique and develop it a little bit more. So I broke this application, which I truly did not anticipate getting, but feel very grateful for, into 3 aims. So the first aim being mostly about software development, and since LIFUP is, or TFUS is applied non-invasively, but target deep brain structures a lot of the time, there's a lot of great opportunity there, but also the opportunity to miss the target. And so to develop some of this software to try to have maximal target engagement in these deeper brain structures. So aim 1 is really about the feasibility of developing this technique and ensuring that we have good target engagement. And then aim 2, going into specifically this device that Brainbox is very graciously lending for a few months' time to acquire some data. And so this will be testing motor excitability. So a lot of the time, these non-invasive ultrasound devices stimulate deeper in the brain, but have more of a fixed focal beam length. But what's really unique about the NeuroFUS device available through Brainbox is it can stimulate more superficially. So we will be planning to stimulate the motor cortex and testing different parameters of ultrasound on motor excitability. And then finally, aim 3, getting into a little bit more of MRI scanning. So using MR spectroscopy to try to look at some of the potential mechanisms for any of these excitability changes in the motor cortex. So again, I'm very, very grateful to Brainbox and for the opportunity to be here. And I'm very much looking forward to attending the conference next fall.
Fantastic. Thanks so much, Kevin. It will be great to welcome you in person, and best of luck with the project.
Thank you so much. Yes, thank you for having me.